Halloween 4, The Return of Michael Myers.
Hey guys, so I just finished watching Halloween 4, The Return of Michael Myers, starring Donald Pleasence reprising his role as Dr. Loomis, Ellie Cornell as Rachel, Danielle Harris as Jamie, George P. Wilbur as Michael Myers. Side note, I'm adopted, my real family name is actually Wilbur. Oh my god, I'm related to Michael Myers. Oh shit. Michael Pataki as Dr. Hoffman, Bo Starr as Sheriff Ben Meeker, Kathleen Kinmont as Kelly Meeker, Sasha Jensen as Brady, and directed by Dwight H. Little. Now, after the failure of Part 3 at the box office, they decided to bring Michael Myers back into the Halloween franchise. So even though at the end of Halloween 2, Dr. Loomis and Michael Myers had both blown up pretty bloody well at the end of that film. I mean, the last we saw of Michael Myers was he was laying on the ground, mask on, burning quite ferociously for a good portion of the credits. So apparently they survived. Michael's been in a coma for the past 10 years at a facility where they're being taken care of him. And now I think he's on the road to recovery, so they're going to transport him back to Smith's Grove. So the film opens up with 2 medical personnel going to collect him. Pretty ominous kind of stuff, you know. They got the guy, the killer, all bandaged up, alone in the back of an ambulance with no security at all. So naturally, he's going to wake up and kill them. Not before he listens to the 2 medical personnel talk about Michael Myers' next of kin. So apparently he has a niece, the daughter of Laurie Strode, still alive in Haddonfield. Now apparently in this film, Laurie Strode is dead. She died in a car accident. And she had a daughter, Jamie, named after Jamie Lee Curtis. She's being looked after by the Carruthers family, and she has a foster sister, Rachel, played by Ellie Cornell. So that's the basic story. Oh yeah, and Donald Pleasence returns once again. He's got some burn makeup, so the end of part 2 wasn't as bad as we thought. He's okay. He's got a bit of a limp, scarred face, and Michael Myers has... Well, he's got his mask on. Apparently he's burned really bad under there. We didn't get one of the signature reveals in this film, but apparently he's really badly burned. But apart from that, he's super fine. So Michael Myers escapes from the ambulance on the way back to Smith's Grove, makes his way to Haddonfield, Illinois, because he wants to kill his niece, because, you know, he's Michael Myers. He can't have any blood relations at all, so he's going to go kill them all. Michael! So he's heading back to Haddonfield. Dr. Loomis finds out about the escape, promptly heads to Haddonfield 2, hot on the pursuit of Michael Myers, because. But it's good to see Donald Pleasence back again. He's a key feature of the series now, so having him back and Michael Myers is a welcome return to form for the film. Although from now on we have no real sign of John Carpenter or Dean Cundy, the cinematographer. Mustafa Arked is now the producer of the franchise. He bought the rights from Carpenter after Canon Films didn't like the draft that Carpenter put in for Part 4. So Mustafa Arked will become the producer and get these films out like nearly once a year for the rest of the franchise, until he is unfortunately killed in a terrorist attack later on in life. But until then, we are going to be getting a fair few of these Halloween films. Now this one is okay. We've got the setting back inside a house this time. We do have Michael Myers, you know, forging his way to Haddonfield. So he does take a few kills on the way there, killing some unfortunate people along the way. Gets to Haddonfield. There's a nice little scene where we have Jamie and Rachel out trick-or-treating. Jamie's got a little clown outfit on, very reminiscent of Michael Myers in Part 1, Clue. And they're having a great time. There's romance issues. We got the kids go knocking on a door, and Kathleen Kinmont, dressed only in a t-shirt and undies for most of this movie, answers the door, and lo and behold, there is Rachel's boyfriend inside, cheating on her. He was a little bit upset with, you know, Rachel, because their plans had been unstuck because the babysitter had cancelled their plans looking after Jamie that night. So Rachel had to pick up the slack. It's her sister, for God's sake. So she's taken her out trick-or-treating, and lo and behold, yeah, she's busted the boyfriend with the bimbo down the street, who happens to be the cop's daughter. So there's that. So we do have some, you know, soap opera drama in Halloween. And Sasha Jensen, who plays Grady, is just one of those actors who turns up a lot in all these kind of 80s horror films. He was in Buffy the Vampire Slayer, the movie, before the TV series graced our screens. And I believe he was also in The Blob. Let me check. Was he in The Blob? Dazed and Confused. Ghoulies 2. He wasn't in The Blob. He wasn't in The Blob. He was in Short Circuit 2, Ghoulies 2, Monsters, Deadly Weapon, Dazed and Confused, all those kind of horror 80s fare. So he did have a familiar face to me, primarily through Buffy the Vampire Slayer, because that movie I really did enjoy it quite a lot. Watched it a lot of times. So we eventually have the town is on edge. So Loomis has got to the sheriff department and told them that Michael Myers is on the way. After the events of 10 years ago, they're not taking any false steps this time. They're going to be ready. So Loomis and the sheriff promptly start heading through town trying to find Jamie and Rachel and get them to safety. Michael arrives in town, promptly kills all the police force and kills a worker at a power plant by promptly throwing the poor electrician into a transformer and blowing the power station up, therefore plunging the whole city into darkness conveniently. And a bunch of the town's men, who are pretty on edge as it is, learn of Michael Myers' impending approach, so they decide to form a posse and go after Michael Myers themselves. So they're cruising around town in the pickup with the shotguns, shooting innocent people dead. Guys, really? Loomis and the sheriff pick up Jamie and Rachel and head over to the sheriff's house, fortifies it, and Michael Myers makes his way there, breaks himself inside, starts killing everyone. There's some guns being used as weapons, like not shooting. He doesn't believe in firearms. He's crushing heads, folding other people up like a Rubik's Cube. He's having a good time. Jamie and Rachel escape from the house via the roof. Nice little scene where Michael's on the tiles trying to get them. They get off the roof, and then we are being chased to a school where Loomis promptly grabs Jamie because Rachel's unconscious, having fallen from a 4-story roof. She's okay. Loomis breaks into the school, promptly setting the alarm off with this little girl. Damn. And they get into the school. Michael Myers turns up with his blonde wig. What the hell? Goof, guys. If Michael's not blonde, he's a brunette. But there is a blonde mask. It's in trivia. Saw it there too. It's a stuff up. They had this suit. They were going to have a blonde Michael Myers. They were going to mix it up for some reason. Looked really strange, but they went traditional, although I will get into the mask and the suit a little bit later on, but along with the story. So Michael Myers is inside trying to kill Loomis, throws him out the window. Blonde-headed Michael Myers throws Loomis out the window. He's about to kill Jamie. Aha! Rachel is alive. She turns up with a fire extinguisher, puts Michael's flame out. She squirts him real good. They're running out of the school. Posse turns up. They're like, "We're here to save you." And she says, "Michael Myers is inside. You got to get him. Shoot him. You got all the guns." And they're like, "Fuck this shit. This is too dangerous. Let's get the hell out of Dodge." So they get in the car and drive off. Michael apparently is under the pickup, climbs in, starts throwing all the guys out. There's killing and death. And then the movie ends with Michael Myers getting run over by Rachel and then violently shot to death by the sheriff and a few of the other posse, and he falls down a shaft, never to be seen again until part 5. There's a bit of a weird thing at the end though. They're all alive. They're going back to the Carruthers homestead where Jamie's been reunited with her foster parents and Rachel, and the mother's like, "Let's go upstairs and give Jamie a bit of a bath. She's a bit dirty and bloody. Let's get her cleaned up." So she's in there prepping the bath. Jamie goes up. Next thing we know, we got a point of view shot. Clown mask is coming down, walking in. There's the mum. She looks up at the camera, screams. Loomis comes running up the stairs, and there's Jamie in a clown outfit, mask on, bloody knife. Loomis loses his shit. Sheriff promptly puts a stop to that because you're not supposed to shoot little kids. And then the movie ends with little Jamie Lloyd, played wonderfully well by Danielle Harris, with a knife. And there we go. She's the new Michael Myers. Because the other Michael Myers is dead down the shaft, never to be seen again. New killer. Very much like Friday the 13th, New Beginning, where that movie ended with Tommy Jarvis, ready to kill a bitch. So, yeah, this was an okay movie. Like I said, very much misses that Dean Cundy cinematography. It's very kind of cheap looking. Mustafa Akkad will kind of maintain this look through the next 3 films. This one, The Revenge of Michael Myers and The Curse of Michael Myers. Tight little trilogy. of really mediocre Halloween films. Just kind of jumping the gun a little bit. But yeah, the look of Michael Myers in this one was really odd. Like the mask was not quite right, and his suit was like had padding in it, so it was all kind of like bulky and puffed up. So it was really strange. Donald Pleasance was good. I really enjoyed seeing him back. Danielle Harris was an amazing actress in this film. She will become a scream queen for many, many, many years later. She'll even turn up in the Halloween remake. Hatchet, fantastic. Ellie Cornell as Rachel was a great leading actress as well. And yeah, the story, although not great, is definitely better than what we're going to get later on out of the next 3 films. So it was a nice return to form for Michael Myers, and it was a nice welcome back after the misstep of part 3, and it was fun. I had fun with it. Giving it a rating, I'm going to give it a 7, and that's being generous, only because it did entertain me, and I just kind of know what's to come. So this one has earned its 7 as being a decent Michael Myers flick. Anyway, guys, thanks for checking into my channel. Don't forget to subscribe. I'll catch you in the next video. Thanks for watching.
And anybody who gets in his way.
Oh, God.
Who's gonna be next?
Halloween 4, The Return of Michael Myers.
Maybe nobody knows how to stop him.
There's a plane. The plane.